Hello, everybody, and welcome to the TARDIS Zone. I have to keep this stream brief. Ted went down a few minutes ago and had the window open, and he screamed all over the place. He's had to do something to his front paw or something. I don't know what the hell's going on, but it just seems to be one thing after another, man. Anyway, we'll get into these Reddit rumors, and then we're going to have to leave it there because, as I said, yeah. Right, straight in. So this is posted by some bullshitter called Doctor Who News. Doctor Who series 13, 14 and 60th anniversary rumor. All bullshit, by the way. Right here we go. I put my hat into the ring. A family member is a technician. Yeah, aren't they always a technician or a cleaning lady or something like that for the BBC at Routlock? Techies don't really get much detail on what's happening story, cast and production wise, but his best friend is one of the supervisors who's given scripts, production, casting details, etc. So here's the details. I've been told you're a liar because no casting production person would actually give information out on Doctor Who because they'd lose their job. But let's see what you've actually said. Series 13 is going to broadcast in October. Well, we spoke about that on this channel. It's either October or November, so that isn't a far stretch. So you weren't told that by anybody. Sacha Dhawan is returning as the Master. We spoke about this on this channel as well. You don't have to be a brain box to know that actually Sacha Dhawan is returning because he is part of the Timeless Children story arc. So it would make sense that he's coming back. Jo Martin's returning as the Doctor. Well, she's returning as the fugitive Doctor, but not the Doctor. But again, this is no news that we don't know already. John Bishop is staying on till Series 14. That isn't actually confirmed because John Bishop actually has shows. He has shows that he's doing around the UK. So that's not true either. Manip Gill is leaving at the end of Series 13. That was spoke about on the channel as well. That she is leaving Doctor Who. Again, this is no news that we don't know already. There is no series going to air in 2022. Instead, there will be 2 specials. Again, that's no big news. Everybody knows that already. Jodie Whittaker is leaving Doctor Who in 2022. Well, you just read the article like we all did, but we spoke about it on this channel. Again, that isn't any new news. Jo Martin is the 14th Doctor and will replace Jodie Whittaker. Jo Martin is not the 14th Doctor and will not be replacing Jodie Whittaker because there are no plans, as far as we know, beyond Series 13. So why would they be casting a role that they haven't even decided whether the show is going to continue? Chris Chibnall is staying on till Series 16. That's the funniest one. There's no way he's going to stay till Series 16. Series 14 is going into production next year and is planned for broadcast in early 2023. As I said, if things go to plan with Series 13, there might be a chance of Doctor Who continuing, but right now there are no further plans. The 60th anniversary is going to feature a feature-length special. Well, Eddie Escaro spoke about that as well on his channel. It's quite interesting that all of these rumors are actually rumors that were spoken about on several different channels months and months ago. This is not any new news. So you're actually lying. But I do like the line that they always use. Oh, well, a family member. It's always a family member, isn't it? Stop lying to people. By the way, if there's any YouTubers out there covering these rumors and basically saying that this is all true, they're lying. They're getting their rumors off Reddit. Reddit has already been exposed as being absolutely bullshit when it comes to Doctor Who rumors. So every single one of these we've spoken about on my channel and other people have spoken about on their channels already. There is nothing new here whatsoever, but this is being framed as new information. This is all the details I have been given. You could take this truth as rumor or lies, but as far as I'm concerned, it's Bible. I don't have any other apart from this. They always say that, though, don't they? They always say, well, you could take it any way you want, but I know this is true because I've been given it by someone that tells me that it's true. No production member or supervisor would ever risk their job by leaking stuff like that. Not in a fucking heartbeat. Right? Bullshit. It's all stuff we spoke about before on the channel. But there are YouTube channels out there that are, listen, we did originally cover them until we found out that they were all false, right? We have been covering other stuff as well, exposing fake stuff. And here's the thing, there's a YouTuber out there, and you'll see that they do leaks. They never did them before in their life. They're doing leaks, but most of their leaks are coming from this platform. They're only doing it to get views. Their friends have already been exposed for putting up fakery and lies, and they still continue to throw out these as leaks. These aren't leaks. These are deliberate, blatant attempts to discredit other people. But the funny thing is that the people that are putting it out are the ones that know that they're fake. So none of this has been confirmed, right? And Joe Martin is not replacing Jodie Whittaker. It was rumoured that that's what was going to happen, right? That was a rumour last year, right? It's not going to happen, right? Look at who they've been linking to the role. Jo Martin has never been mentioned, right? She's the fugitive doctor. She's been given a name. She is not going to be the 14th Doctor. And it's not because I don't want her to be the 14th Doctor. They're not going to go because it wouldn't make sense within the narrative. So again, whoever's putting all of these rumours out, right, is literally trying to pull people's legs. And they always say it's a family member of someone that they know, and they know that these people aren't lying, right? It's a lie. All of these Reddit leaks were proven after one that we believe was true, that was given details, and then all of a sudden then Reddit was getting flooded by loads of people coming forward. Oh, well, I'm going to tell you my leaks now. Like this person, I'm going to throw my hat into the ring. So here's my leaks and you can take it whenever, which way you want. Right? It's all rubbish. Right? As I said, right, there's channels out there that are dedicated to doing this stuff. The likes of me on, the likes of Eddie Ascaro, you know, and some of you have said to me and Eddie that you trust us when we say Arton, you know. So trust me when I tell you this. Those Reddit leaks, there's someone out there deliberately putting all of them out. So some gobshite YouTuber out there will pick them up. We fell for it, unfortunately, but we very quickly found out that they were false because people had exposed the person that had done it. And now the YouTuber that's actually covering all of these Reddit leaks, right, which is funny, it's his mate that actually made them up, but now he's continuing to cover these leaks. So don't be what you call it, believing anything. BBC haven't made Arton official, right? So as I've always said from the beginning, yeah, wait until BBC announce Arton. Remember, when people are putting stuff out there, right, it's all rumour and speculation until it's verified, even my stuff. But these Reddit leaks were exposed by this channel. We exposed them, right? They were made up, right? We exposed it. So I wouldn't be believing anything on Reddit. Reddit is unreliable now, thanks to these newer fans. This is what they wanted anyway. You can't rely on anything from Reddit. So for what I'm saying, see, this is what they've done. They wanted to try and discredit all of us that put out these. So, you know, it dismisses us having all of these debates and speculation streams and all. They basically they'll discredit anybody. Even when BBC come out and make it official, they won't believe it. Yeah, that's what I mean. Every Reddit leak always starts with a statement that it's the truth, and the people that they're giving it to them are reliable, and all of this rubbish. It's rubbish, right? It's absolute rubbish. And anybody that's covering them should be ashamed of themselves because they're false. They're clearly false, right? Some of the speculation that's coming out of Reddit is absolutely ridiculous, like, you know. And by the way, you know, places like Reddit can get away with it. You know, people can openly write bullshit up there and say, and people will take it as fact. Unfortunately, Reddit is just as bad as Twitter. I think they're dumber on Reddit than they are on Twitter, because someone could write up, well, I know Elvis Presley and I know he's alive. People would believe that shit. That's how dumb they are on Reddit. So don't be believing any of that crap. We exposed that as soon as we put out. See, when we put out original rumors from Reddit, there was two particular Reddit leaks that were put out. And then when we did a video on that, then all of a sudden other Reddit leaks were showing up. And then we start covering them. And then we started to cop on very quickly and very fast that these were just being made up so people like myself could talk about them, because there was other people talking about them as well, right? But then it turned out, right, that one of the people that was accusing me of being tricked by these dumb leaks was actually reporting on them themselves. And it turned out that the person that was actually putting them out and admitted to putting them out and faking it, right, was a person that was subscribed to that person's channel, right? So they're all in it together. And the whole goal was to try and discredit people like myself, Eddie, and others out there that put out Doctor Who rumor and speculation, because they were sick of it. Because they didn't want us talking about Doctor Who, because they hate us so much. They don't want us doing the news, and they don't want us to be right. Remember, right, the way I've been targeted, you know, magazines being sent emails to have me articles and to have me video removed because I was talking about leaks, because these people are so jealous that they don't want me to be the one that puts out the rumors out there, right? So they'll try and discredit me in every way. They'll call me a white supremacist. They'll accuse me of homophobia. Then they'll go and send emails to these magazines and force these magazines to take the link down from my video but keep me information up and stuff like that, right? So this is what all this Reddit thing is designed for, right? It was to try and discredit people like me, but we copped on very fast and then we exposed them, right? So any leak that comes from Reddit, I'm going to take with a pinch of salt and actually say most of them are big fat liars anyway. And the funny thing about it is, if you look at that Reddit leak the way I did, right, and you look at all the other stuff that's being talked about on this channel and on other people's channels, this is stuff that this person wrote up, is basically stuff that they've already heard from other YouTubers, right? And they've put it into one leak and repackaged it as one brand new leak, right? And I love the line that they use. As far as I'm concerned, it's Bible. No, it's not Bible. It's rubbish, you fucking idiot. Now stop spreading these are leaks, because it's absolutely ridiculous. You think we're going to fall for them again? And anybody that covers them should be called out, because they are fake. Every single one of them. Fake, fake, fake. Always wait. As I said, we get Anton, if Eddie gets Anton, if any of the other people out there that use trust, that do Doctor Who information and source information, right? Wait for them to come out with anything. I wouldn't be listening to anybody on Reddit. They're making it up just for the sake of making it up. Absolutely ridiculous. I do believe, like Marty, that there was one post on Reddit that was genuine, and these people saw it, didn't like it, and then they start flooding the whole thing with different leaks then and different variations of it. What's that now? The fifth or sixth or seventh post, right, of people dismissing someone else's leak, right? But this one has seemed to decided that it's going to take bits of information from each, right? Also, it looks like they've been listening to other channels out there because it's very startling that some of them match up with stuff that we spoke about, right? So it's clearly all designed. They want people like myself to cover it, but I'm calling out as it is. They're so dumb that they're fake, right? Don't believe it for 1 second. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You can't even let fans actually do source information. You have to be sore about that as well, right? You can't. You're just sucking the fun out of everything. Even before you were born, there was always leaks in the fandom, right? There was always information, but you guys are trying to suck the fun out of that as well, and you are coming out with this nonsense. No wonder most people are not believed now. You know, why would people believe anybody now when you got idiots like you faking news, faking it? And I get accused of faking it, right? But the funny thing is that some of the stuff that I've put out there is already being verified because with the photographs or whatever, you know? So as I said, right, and I'm not just talking about me, what I'd say to you guys that are listening, always, always wait on the sources that you believe are reliable, or as I always say, wait until the BBC confirm it. Wait until the BBC confirm it. Right, so they're the rumours anyway. But there does seem, I'm glad Marty brought it to me attention anyway, though, because there does seem to be, they're still keeping it up, even though I refused to cover this, to cover the rumors on Reddit anymore. But it seems to me that they're continuing to do it, and I think it is pathetic. We've already seen in the fandom the way they're attacking John Barrowman. They're going into forums like this now. They're trying to discredit people and YouTubers that do this kind of information because they know that some YouTubers out there will be gullible. And we were at first, have to admit, not going to lie, but we quickly figured out what was going on. I was always suspicious, as you know, when I did the first leaks anyway. I said there wasn't something quite right. I did have me suspicions, but I just, against me better judgment, I decided I'd keep reporting on them. But then as they kept going, then, as you all seen, guys, I told you out straight then, and then we finally, the person that actually did it outed themselves because they thought by outing themselves that it would discredit all of us. But I was already saying on the streams that I thought they were bullshit, so that little plan didn't work. Oh yeah, we've got that big Comic-Con coming up, Marty. Yeah, as I said, we will be covering that. So don't forget to join me for that, I should say. That'll be interesting. But that's it. That's the rumors. I could have brought Marty on to talk about them, but to be quite honest with you, as I don't believe them, and I'm pretty sure he doesn't either, because they just look too far fetched, and we already know that Reddit is not really to be trusted. But when we have the Comic Con, remember, as we said, we're doing that Comic Con. We're not just going to have the same panelists on. So if Marty, like us, and others like Jack, Main out there as well, if you want to be part of that Comic-Con. We can fit 10 people onto the stream. So if you are interested for the Comic-Con thing, you know what to do. Let me know. Let me know. So that's it. I mean, there's nothing more to cover. As I said, this would be a pretty short stream. I just wanted to give my opinion on them. But you know, if there's any YouTube channels out there that have criticized me that are covering these, which I know there is, you know, all I'll say is you're hypocrites, but you know they're fake, and you're still putting them out there, right? And you're monetized, so you know exactly what you're doing, and I think it's actually sick. And you need to stop, because, you know, I don't know why you continue to spread falsehoods. Nobody knows. And I'm going to say, then, this is not a dig at anybody out there that does source information or anything like that, but nobody knows what's going to happen with Doctor Who until BBC themselves confirm or deny whatever's being rumoured or not being rumoured. Simple as that, right? So after Series 13, we'll find out when the specials are on, and then we'll find out after the specials then if Series 14 is indeed going ahead, and they do have plans after that. As I said, nobody can come out and definitively say that this, that, and the other's happening because they've heard it off sources, right? Or they've got it off Reddit, or they've got it off Gallifrey base, or whatever, right? Even Mystic Meg doesn't know. Okay? So wait until there's an official, as I always say, even with my information, wait until there's an official word from BBC, and that's when you'll know when any of these things that have been said out there for the last 6, 7, 8 months, maybe a year, if any of these things are true. That's the only way. Anybody out there telling you that it's 100% guaranteed that Series 14 is happening and they know for certain, they don't. It's as simple as that. They don't. And that's not an attack on anybody out there or whatever, right? That's the fact. That's the reality of the situation, right? Every show, anyway, is reviewed, and it's decided whether it's renewed for another season or not. Doctor Who, even though people are saying that it's paid for, this, that, and the other, still goes through that process. And if they decide to pull the plug on it, they will pull the plug on it. So, as I said, BBC will be the ones that will let us know what out there is fact, what out there indeed is bullshit, and we'll know. And remember, we're going to probably find out a lot of things, or maybe not, because the last Comic-Con didn't fucking reveal much when they did do one. So I'm not really holding my breath, but it will be a surprise if we do get a lot of information. But as I said, we're going to be covering that con. We're going to have a panel while we're watching it. So come and join us for it, because the last one ended abruptly, and we kind of all looked at each other. We didn't know how to react, to be quite honest with you. It was quite weird. So join us for that, because we'll be reacting to that. Now, I'm going to make a few little announcements, but because of what, I don't know what's going on with Ted now. I don't know what's happening, but Wednesday I'm supposed to be doing a stream with Ian. That'll be at 8 o'clock, so it's an hour before the movie that we're doing on Wednesday. So 2 streams on Wednesday. And then, as I said, then we were supposed to be launching the new panel show on Friday. Then Saturday and Sunday is the new Who and Classic Who Zone. Come and join me for them. If anything changes in the meantime, I will let you know. I'll do a quick video on the channel. But I've never heard Ted, just like, he gave me a fright. I was literally sitting here and he screamed. It was like as if he was being attacked by another dog. So I don't know, when he came up, it seems to be his front paw or something. So I don't know what he's after doing now. He was going to the toilet when Cheryl actually brought him down from me, and he went into the bushes. So he's either after getting a thorn in his paw, and that's why he's reacting like that, or he's after damaging his fucking paw now, which means his front paw is screwed now. Like, the dog can't catch a break. We can't catch a break. It's fucking annoying. Oh. Yeah, thanks, Daniel. Yeah, well, I'm going to see how he is now in a second once I end this live stream, but seriously, he cannot catch a break. I hope it was only a thorn or something, and she was able to get it out. Maybe that's what it is. I'm hoping that's all it is, because seriously, man, if he's damaged his fucking front paw now, this is all we bleed need. He's a fucking klutz. Yeah, it could be. I know, but again, we get over one incident and then something else fucking happens. It's always the same. We cannot catch a break. Seriously, we can't. We've probably had the worst 20. Like, we've tried to remain positive, but we've probably had the worst 2021. This has been a really bad bleeding year. Shit, it's just gone against us time after time after time. We can't catch a break, you know? Like, we're financially already struggling. Now, if he needs to go to the vet, that's more money that we don't actually even have. But we'll spend the money that we don't have because obviously he's their baby. So put us further in the red. It's ridiculous, man. We just can't catch a break. Something goes right for us, and then something just has to mess up. Well, we'll try to stay positive anyway. But there you go. Anyway, that's all I have to add on the Reddit leaks anyway. But that's it. It's been a long night. We've been streaming since 7 o'clock this evening. It's now 12:30. I had got planned to do that other video, but that's going to be put on hold now. I think that's it now. I need to make sure he's all right, and then hopefully everything settles down. But I want to thank you all for joining me over the 3 streams. I want to thank you for the people that contributed with super chats as well during those streams. Appreciate it. And everybody that has joined us for the 3 streams. Again, I really appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that like button as well if you don't mind. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. As I said, we'll be back soon. But yeah, thanks for yeah. Look, there's a lot. I'll just add before I leave, because I've seen a comment there. I will add. There's a lot of right. People have asked me why I haven't been mentioning much about Doctor Who, or mentioning that, or have I received that, or stuff like that. Right? There's nothing happening right now, right? Because they're gearing up for this Comic-Con. So I will say, if anybody out there is putting out Doctor Who rumors and leaks, I don't know where they're getting this information from. because we've been, myself and Eddie have been pretty bang on with the stuff that we've put out over the years. And if anything big or major was happening, we'd know about it. That's the thing. And we're not hearing that, but yet there's YouTubers out there, even big YouTubers out there, putting out rumors, right? And blaming Taiwan and shit. And trying to say that the reason why they won't air Doctor Who over in China is because of, I'll quote, that black guy, which in what they're mentioning is they're mentioning Tolson Cole, which isn't true. All it'll take is a 2 minute search on Google to tell you that the reason why Doctor Who actually hasn't been shown in China yet is because China has very strict laws in place when it comes to film censorship. Now, people misconstrue it as a time travel ban, that they're not allowed show time travel movies or shows that predict time travel or show time travel. That's not true. What it is though, is that to the Chinese government, if they believe that a historical fact within a show is not represented the way they think that it should be represented, then they will not allow that show to air or that episode to air. So that's why all it takes is a little bit of research. But to claim that Taiwan somehow has connections or is controlling what the BBC is absolutely ridiculous. To also say that there was 2 regeneration scenes, which we spoke about on this channel, right? But that was very quickly debunked then later on when we got more information that said, and as Eddie has spoke about as well, there are no plans. And why would they waste money on doing 2 regeneration scenes? What? Because they haven't quite figured out whether they're going to go with a male doctor or a female doctor? That makes no sense. Listen, all I'm just saying is that the reason why me and others out there are not as vocal now about Doctor Who rumors is for the simple fact is that it's gone quiet, and that does happen. So I find it quite startling and find it quite suspicious that there are channels out there putting out rumors when nobody else that's in this situation and actually deals with Doctor Who rumors on a regular basis. That's the thing as well. I've noticed that the people putting out these Doctor Who rumors, yeah, they've put out stuff the odd time, but their forte isn't Doctor Who. They concentrate on other stuff. So we're quiet, but all of a sudden they're speaking up. It just doesn't, no, something's not adding up there either. And as I said, it takes a 2 minute research to show that even the first couple of lines of that rumor are bull. So we will see. We will see. As I said, we did speak about the two regeneration scenes being done here on this channel, but we never, even though we did put it out, the sources obviously then did come back with more information, and there were apparent leaked photos of regeneration energy, which we debunked on this channel. I actually got criticized for that, for spreading false rumors, but yeah, I was debunking all of this stuff. Weird how it goes. But I just say, listen, as I said, man, just be careful who you follow when you are trying to seek some information on Doctor Who. And that goes for big streamers as well, especially if they don't normally do Doctor Who rumors, and then all of a sudden, and you've got to ask the question, why are they doing Doctor Who rumors all of a sudden? Why would someone go to them when they're more entrenched in the other, talking about other stuff and other fandoms? You know, there's about, that I know of, there's 5 YouTubers that I know of personally that are in this Doctor Who fandom that do this year in, year out. So, you know, why all of a sudden a big YouTuber out there all of a sudden is getting has someone coming to them and they feel okay putting this information out when it clearly is all bull. Imagine putting out, I mean, I wouldn't even put out a rumor that said that Taiwan is controlling the BBC or linked it to Taiwan, right? I would know straight away that someone is pulling me leg. And I would not put that rumor out. I would know someone's pulling me leg. Right? With the Reddit leaks, it's different because the way the fans were framing them, they sounded believable. But when you look at that rumor, as soon as they mentioned Taiwan, people should have people should have known there and then, right? That was laughable. And this is not going after the person that puts them out. Put it out, but they should know better. They put out leaks. You know, you kind of can determine now if you've worked in the game. You can kind of determine, you know, because as I said, I don't just get information from the sources that have been spot on and given me information that's been spot on. As I said, I have other sources out there as well, and they don't get things right all the time. They might get one or two things right, but I have multiple sources, right? But if one of them sources came to me and said, "Oh well, the China won't show Doctor Who because of Tolson Cole," right? Or it was framed to them because of that black guy, and that was said to me and said that Taiwan was controlling Doctor Who, I would have laughed and said, "I'm not putting that out." I say I wouldn't be. What kind? I would not. No legitimate. No person with sense either would put that out and believe that that's legitimate, unless you're only putting it out for clicks, and that's what unfortunately is happening right now, and it does piss me off. I've had a conversation about this backstage a couple of days back. I actually got very animated and very I took it very personally because I work hard in my backyard, and then we have some big streamer then that claims that they've received information, and even by looking at the information you can tell that it's bullshit, but they don't care and they throw it out anyway, and they say that they're comfortable putting it out. No, sorry, that's not how that works, man. As I said, stay in your own lane. Leave the Doctor Who rumors to the people that are do it and that have been doing this a long time. Seriously, I don't know how you can fall for something like that or even put it out, and how you can then claim that you have credibility then when people call you out on your rumors and then you try your toys out of the pram. I'm sorry, but that's why people will get called out putting out bullshit like that. Right? It's funny, I got called out, right? But most of my shit has come true. The only thing that didn't come true was obviously Jodie Whittaker leaving and Chris Chibnall at the time when I did first speak about it. They're leaving now. Well, Jodie Whittaker is definitely leaving now. As I said, you know, I've gotten from the source that's been spot on. They're saying Chris Chibnall's gone. From the other sources that I have, they're saying that there's a 50-50 chance that he'll stick around. So again, you know, I report on it all. I'll put it out there, and I'll let you. As I said, anyway, BBC will tell us anyway where all the rumors lie and where we are. But just be careful, right? And it's not me having a go or acting. It's just I think it's very irresponsible for people out there to be putting out false rumors, or saying that they've gotten it off someone I mean, you feel comfortable. You've never probably, even if you've talked to this person before, they give you Doctor Who rumors and never gave you Doctor Who rumors before. I find it very hard to believe. And even the way that the rumors were framed, come on, anybody with a grain, anybody with any sort of cop on would know that as soon as Taiwan is mentioned. What has Taiwan got to do with Doctor Who is beyond me. And if anybody can figure that one out for me, please do. But that's just ridiculous. But that's where we've gone in this fandom. Right, I'm going to leave it there. I want to thank all my moderators. I want to thank PD Rich especially because he did send me those screenshots about the vile stuff that was said in the last stream. Have you noticed that we've been troll free in this one? They just don't like when I call them out for being the hypocrites that they are and all of that other stuff. But I want to thank you all again for staying with me for the whole night. I know some of you could have went off on other streams and watched other people, probably sick of me by now. But I want to thank you all. 3 streams. You know, I used to do stuff like this in the early days. We might do a few more. As I said, put out a bit more content. But I always want to make sure that when I do put it out, though, that I'm really invested in what I'm doing. So that's why I'm covering the stuff that I am, and because it's right, especially with the John Barrowman situation, it's the right thing to do. You know, he's apologized. He's done his time. He's as they say, he's I don't know how many times he has to apologize or wherever which way it has to be framed. These people won't be happy, and someone has to defend them. You know, I know he's big enough and bold enough to defend himself, but people have to call this out, and I'm not going to stay silent on it anymore. But listen, we will, as I said, when it comes to all of these rumors and speculation, even with mine, remember, as I always say, wait until official confirmation, folks. Never take what I say or anybody out there what they say as fact. Okay, because you'll only number one, you'll set yourself up. If it doesn't happen, you will set yourselves up to be disappointed anyway. And number two, you know, it's better for you in the long run if you just wait. You know, if any of these things are true, it'll happen. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. We just have to live with that. But at the end of the day, this is what we've received. I'll put it out, whatever I get, right, off me sources. I'll put it out there. I'll let you know what's going on. But I never claim that it's fact. Remember, BBC will either prove me right or wrong, or me sources right or wrong. Now, we do have a good record when it comes to, no matter what the other side say, yous have been with me, yous know what we've gotten right and wrong on this channel, right? So my sources have a good track record. So just wait. Even though they do, though, they're not always. Remember this, right? There could be a year where a source gets everything right, right? And they're spot on about everything, right? And then the next year, that very same source mightn't get everything right, might get a lot of things wrong. It's the way it goes in this game. You have your different tiers of sources, right? If anybody follows football, they'll know what I'm talking about, right? There's a guy out there called Fabrizio Morano now. He's the guy that people listen to now when leaks about deals are being done in the world of football. It used to be a guy called Di Marzio or something, but over the last year he's gotten a lot of crap wrong, right? So now it's the new fella Moran. So that's why I have multiple sources, because and this was good. This was the thing about it. Once I start putting out stuff, people were willing to come forward to me and say, "Listen, I've got information here," and I have to say, all of me sources have gotten stuff right. So this is why I know my sources are legit. But at the same time, I understand that they're not going to always get everything spot on. Because remember, as we do know, BBC and other people within that organization do also put out fake rumor to distract away from what's really going on. And this is the whole thing. I always say, when we get information, you know, I try then see if I can get it verified off other sources that I have, see if there's anything in it, and then I'll run with it and put it out. Right? And that's just the extra guarantee for me, because I like to be thorough when I do it. I don't want to just throw it out there and believe it on face value, because I can tell you one thing now. If I had got those rumors about Taiwan and not being Tolson Cole, I wouldn't have put those rumors out. I actually would have condemned the person that gave me them. And to actually even suggest that the reason why they won't show that in China is because of Tolson Cole. Listen, we do know that they are racist towards black people. We've seen what they did with the Star Wars poster, but that's what they still showed Star Wars, right? So they do the same with Doctor Who, right? As I said, it takes a 2-minute research to show, because Doctor Who has time travel in it, does historical episodes, right? It has Rosa and stuff. It does historical episodes. If, according to the Chinese film censorship, it doesn't reach their guidelines and isn't historically accurate to the way they judge it, then it's not going to be shown. So it's disingenuous to say because of Tolson Cole, Doctor Who is not being shown in China. I wouldn't have put those rumours out. So, as I said, I'm going to leave it there now, before I lose my voice completely now. But again, thank you all. Take everything, as I said, and whenever I put out rumour, speculation, source information, take it with a pinch of salt. I would say that with every other YouTuber out there that you listen to, remember, take it with a pinch of salt. It doesn't matter who they say they get it off or whatever, you should always wait for official confirmation. That's how it works in this game. You do have people out there, hashtagging someone saying that they were right and all when it comes to rumors, but nothing's ever been confirmed by anybody. Nothing's, you know what I mean? There's absolutely no proof, but yet people go around saying that people are right when nothing's being confirmed, and that's wrong. I don't want that to start happening in the Doctor Who fandom. The way we do things here is that we wait for official confirmation no matter what's put out there. And that's how we're going to continue to do it. We're not going to allow other people out there in other fandoms all of a sudden do rumors here and then say that you get it from people, blah, and it's total bull. By even reading it's bull. Anyway, I'm off. So I'll talk to you soon. Have a good one. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And remember, you'll be supporting the channel by doing that. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And as Chris reminded us in the last stream, actually, don't forget to go into your settings in your notifications on your YouTube app on your phone or whatever device you're using, and turn on the notifications there so you won't miss a video notification. See, YouTube might screw me over, but you could do it on your personal devices that you'll never miss a video. So please do that as well. And listen, if anything changes during the week, sure, I'll let you know. I hear that he's okay. He doesn't seem to be actually crying or at, and so hopefully he's okay. But as I said, if anything does change, I'll let you know. Right. Thanks, mods. Thanks, everybody in the chat. Thanks for the well wishes for Ted. I hope it isn't too serious, but he seems to have settled down now, so hopefully he's grand. I probably won't go into the room yet, because if I do, he'll probably try jump up. So I'll just text Cheryl, see if it's all right to come in first. Because I don't want him to suddenly move around just in case it is happening. But Jesus, the poor dog never gets a bleeding break, man. He's only had to get him back to some sort of normality, and now he's had to do something to his front paw. Unbelievable. Right. I'm gonna go now. I know I already said that, but I'm definitely going now. All right, see you later. Thanks for joining me, Chris, PD, and all my other mods. Thanks for keeping the chat safe for everybody. And don't forget, yeah, you can catch me over in the Irish Geek if you want to see me gaming. I recently done a couple of Fortnite streams. I hadn't streamed in a while, so go and check that out. And as I said, I'll see you back here on the Tarda Zone very soon. Look after yourselves. Enjoy the week. Enjoy the sun, the heat wave. And remember, plenty of fluids. And I will say to all you animal lovers out there as well, make sure to keep your pets nice and cool. Make sure they have plenty of fluids and stuff like that. And also, don't be like some dumb people out there that leave their dogs in cars and stuff like that. Be sensible. And also remember, you know, that the ground that the dogs walk upon will be hot, you know. So could you imagine if you had your shoes off and your socks off and you're walking on concrete in that heat? It's going to burn your soles, your feet. So also remember to take your dog to a shaded area if you want to bring your dog out to have a bit of exercise or go to pee, and make sure you have plenty of water with you. I know I'm going on about stuff like that, but as you know yourself, we're very animal rights on this group, especially when it comes to pets, dogs and stuff like that. You know, make sure you look after your little buddy and keep them nice and cool and nice and hydrated, and keep them in the shade as well. Remember, right? Good night. Talk to you soon. Have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your week. Bye bye.